Circuit breakers in. We have separation.
Hopefully I have now got my microphone dialed in. I was out for about an hour thinking I was catching up with you guys and girls, and it turns out all I was doing was leathering to myself. So I decided to nip out, trying to remember roughly what I was talking about, catch up with y'all, see what you've been up to. Hopefully you've watched the baffling duff light video that I put up. The exhaust sounds fantastic now. 700 quid, fantastic. Well, it sounds as fantastic as any of the other exhausts that I've heard. Unfortunately, they sound fantastic for 300 quid. So, like I said on the last video, if I was starting out from scratch, I wouldn't be starting out with the Acra. I'd more than likely go for the lovely little stubby Excel that's out there just now, which I've pushed somebody in the direction of a couple of months back. It sounds lovely, and I've seen a video as well of a twin tailpipe Arrow exhaust, and I thought that sounded nice as well. It reminded me a bit of my old Zard exhaust I had on my Triumph Street Triple R. Okay, matey, thank you. What else? Got a couple of little things in the pipeline, nothing expensive, thankfully. That's all behind me now. Just little fettles. Winter felt like it was never going to end. I've missed being out on my bikey. But the one thing I will say is, this is probably the easiest bike ever to get back into. You know, you kind of feel a bit rusty after winter. As soon as you get onto this thing, it's just like you've never been off it. I love it. Best bike I've ever had. You just gel with certain bikes. The engine as well, I mean, even when you're ragging it, you don't, it's not kind of Asbo kind of note to it. You know, you're not coming around the corner and finding somebody standing at the end of their garden shaking their head. So I like that about it. It's kind of covert in that sort of way. What else? Nothing else. A few bikes lodged over the winter. Watched all the ICMA stuff, and I don't think there was anything that was getting my attention. I like that Ducati Hypermotard. I'd like to go with one of those, but I can't imagine what it's going to do that this bike can't do, and probably for a lot more money as well. So I'll so about the only bike that would kind of pique my interest over this one at the moment is an R version, and I kind of thought we'd maybe get a few wee press leaks over sort of January, February, but I guess KTM have been a bit busy with their adventures, the two adventure bikes. I love the look of them. I'm not into adventure bikes, it's not something I would go out and buy. I do like the look of them. Just look a bit less intimidating and heavy than the usual GS's and Teneres and things like that I've never been drawn to. I think if I was going to go adventuring, I'd adventure on one of the adventures. I don't think I'm good enough to need the R. Well, to be honest, I'm not good enough to need the R version of this, but if it came out, probably it would have some nice stickers on it, and I'm a sucker for stickers, so I would. I know for a fact if the one came out, I'd be away from the dealership to see about swapping across. I'm not kidding myself that I would. I know I would. Well, hopefully, I think now they've got the adventure out on the road, I'm half expecting to hear something in the next month or two. I'm sure it was Lamb Chop Rides, he'd put something up. It might be when he was actually test riding the 790, and I kind of asked him if there was any word of an R version coming, and obviously he was given that bike to try by KTM, so he's privy to a bit more info than us. He seemed to be under the impression that there was one coming, and it would be another 15 or so brake up on this bike, and it's probably I can't see how they're going to improve it. You know, they'll probably make it a bit more track focused, probably fully adjustable suspension, and it will probably come with no pillion seat, different sticker kit that I can't honestly imagine what they could do to make this bike any better. I mean, I've not had to do anything, I've not played with the suspension. It just seems to suit everyone that's tried it. They get onto it, and all different weights and abilities, and everyone has enjoyed riding it. And they're not hanging about either, you know, and that's people that weigh a stone or so more than you, 2 stone more than you, are gelling with it as much as somebody that's a stone or 2 lighter than you. So right, just take it easy, because next to a lorry yard there's quite often diesel around here, so okay, I'll just take a little pinball back towards the main road. I'm trying to think, guys, what else did we cover where my microphone wasn't recording me? Probably a godsend, really. Oh yeah, that was it. A Quickshifter. When I was out filming my Baffle in, Baffle out episode coming up this very road, it's stuck. I was sitting there, I think it was in 4th gear, and I was trying to stop here, down through the gears, and it wouldn't go down. So I ended up using the clutch, and even with the clutch going down, it wouldn't, well, even using the clutch, it would go down. I was flapping about for ages before it actually started doing what it was supposed to do. And then it played up again, coming back down here towards the main road. I stopped and had a look at it, and then it cleared itself. So I don't know what was going on with it. It's not done it before, it's not done it since, so I don't know if the last time I washed it, I used my little blower to kind of dry off as much water as I can before I put it back in the garage. So I don't know if some water had got in, especially with some salt on it, or what the issue was. I'm not mechanically minded, so I don't know what it would be that was affecting it, but it's come good again. A bit of a worry there. I'm thinking, oh great, oh well, at least I can use the clutch the old-fashioned way, and that wasn't working either. So woo, windy. Grips are definitely on my to-do list from now on whenever I buy a bike. Grips, Quickshifter, Mr. Akrapovic, something like that. don't know if there's much else that I need to do. The old Moose air filter, quite keen to try one of those just to see if it sort of helps in any way. A nice performance air filter, but there's not much else. Has anyone tried those Powerparts rear sets on their bike? I've never had adjustable rear sets, and I'd be interested to see if it makes a huge difference. You know, get your pegs up and back a little, get you more in that aggressive leaning forward attack mode. Is that just goading you on? So if anyone out there has used adjustable rear sets before, let me know if they're worth the money, because they're not exactly cheap. Was that really something I'd only need if I was going to start doing track days, which, like I say, staying up here is highly unlikely. But yeah, let me know. Good or bad ideas, some of the need, don't need. Well, hopefully hoopty. I'm just going to bimble through the village. These bypasses are boring. This is where everybody starts looking at the weird guy talking to himself. Ooh, I've got a runny nose. Do you get nose warmers? I've got a big nose, it would take a lot of warming. Hate this roundabout. They've got this massive wall they built when they built the bypass, and you can't see if there's anything coming. Oh, I don't know if you could hear that, but I can, and it sounds awesome. It sounds like a 1200 rather than an 800. Yeah, it was scary, but it was worth doing. Would I do it again? Probably not. Because I wouldn't buy another big bloody Aquapovic for 700 quid. Anyone looking for an Ames taper? Probably not. Oh, I love this bike. Stone. Oh, that was scary. Right on my line. So nearly home. One more scratch up to the top of the road. Probably not. So now what happened? I end up in one of those, oh, I should have just quit moments. So I'm gonna quit and sign off, guys. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.